Welcome back. Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy. Oh, I'm sorry, not knife today. Knife maintenance therapy here. Today I have some new products from a company called Audacious Concepts. I found them through Instagram, and they're located in Finland. And for me, I do a lot of knife maintenance. I do a lot of tearing down knives to do modifications, do my anno work, and I want to make sure I have the best tool that works for me. So when I saw this, I got pretty excited because I'm not just into knives. I like all the gear that goes with it, and I like to have some quality tools, especially when I'm doing it as much as I am. If you're not taking down your knives very often, it's probably not the product for you. But if you're like me and you like, having really nice gear and stuff like that, then you might want to check this out. This right here in this very cool package is called the Knife Tool V4. This is a Torx wrench, and it comes with some drivers. Let's open this up. Well, real quick before I open this up, this little thing right here, I have two of these. One that sits on my review table, and one that sits near my sharpener. And a lot of people ask me how I know the angle of my edges, and this is it. This is called the Thai Dog Tag tool. This is the 2.0, and this is $50. This guy right here is 70 bucks. We'll talk about that in a second. And what this is you have some set angles from 5 degrees all the way to 45 degrees. And what you do is you take your knife, let's see, and I'm trying to do this behind camera, stick it in a slot, and as you can see, it goes all the way into there. So it's at least 20, go down one more, and it's about, I'd say about 15 degrees per side. So it's not exact all the time, but definitely give you a pretty close reference. You also have a millimeter ruler up here, and on this side right here, you have an inch markers. You have a bottle opener right here, and you have a spot to take a, if you want to put a Torx right there, you could use that. If you don't have the tool, and in a pinch, you could probably tighten up your knife. This is made out of titanium. This is like a special one with like a finish on there. I don't know if this was an anodizing finish or something they put after it, but very cool. I did my anno finish to the other one like this that's sitting by my sharpener. I love this thing. It gets a lot of use. Okay, now to the driver. Let's open this up. It's a nice hard plastic tube. Very cool. And they have a little driver holder that's made out of that 3D plastic, ABS plastic or whatever it is, from a 3D printed material, and it's just stuck into the driver hole, and you just pull that off, and it comes with a set of Weeha bits. That's another thing. If you're taking apart an expensive knife or a knife that means something to you, use some quality drivers. Weeha is my go-to. I use Weeha and what is it called? Wera, W-E-R-A. Both of those are really good drivers. I like these more, the Weehas. Can't go wrong. You don't want to strip out the head because your driver's soft. So that's what I use, especially if I'm taking down any customers' knives. Alrighty, let's look at this beautiful titanium driver. Now, I've had a lot of experience with drivers. I got tons of them. The one I was using right before this, my favorite before the Audacious Concept one, was my Scout Leather company driver. This one's in copper. It's got the bearing up there. This one's nice. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice one. I had the Weeha that came with the set. I got this one from Blade Show from EOS. Started out with this one right here. Whenever I had, cheaper knives, this is a good starter one right here, but I wouldn't use this on high-end knives because I think I've stripped every one of the T6s on these. But I take apart a lot of knives. And then I have this one right here from Wera. I have this one and I have its bigger brother than this. But all of them work fine and can get the job done. But I'm looking for speed, comfort, and does what I need it to do. You have a nice round titanium ball up here with a bearing in there that spins. So whenever you're spinning it, you don't have to keep moving your hands. It just spins in your hand, and you just turn it like that. You have their logo right there, really cool. And let's see if I can, Audacious Concept, Finland. You have these channels, or fullers, whatever you want to call them, milled into the titanium head right here. You also have these little glow-in-the-dark dots right there. It's just something added, nothing that I'll ever use, and it tells you what version they're on. I know the first versions, they had some issues with the drivers fitting in there, so they started using the Weehas to make sure they fit. And this is the V4. It does have a magnet in there. The fit for the Weeha drivers is good, and it's not going to come out. Now, that's one thing I wish. I do wish the magnet was a little bit stronger, just because I like, let's see, which one is it? I don't know. It might be the magnet on this one. Let's see, is it this one? No. One of them I have, the magnet's a little bit stronger than this, and I can pick up the screws with the driver. This one can do it sometimes. It's just not as strong as some of the other ones. The only bad thing about a strong magnet is it's hard to pull it out. This one definitely keeps it in there, so it does the job. But what I like about this one, let's just compare these two because this one was my go-to. I like the ball on this one because it turns better in my hand. I can do it faster and I don't feel like it's gonna fall out. With the flat top like that, it sits in there good, but it kind of slides off my hand sometimes. And I think the biggest selling point for me is whenever I had to to break some Loctite, they do have these knurling on here to give you some grip, but I couldn't get much torque with this one right here. So I'd have to go to one of my bigger drivers if I really wanted to get some torque. But being that they have these milled lines in there, I can grab, and how this is flat on this side, I can either grab the flat spot right here, and I can really bear down, putting my fingers in that groove, my thumb right there, so I don't slide. I can really bear down and break free a stuck screw. So that's a huge plus. And the titanium on this one is very, very nice and light. Let me get a weight on it. Take the driver out. 1.53 ounces. And this one's copper, so it's 2.55. Man, that's understandable. It's a copper driver. Let me put this up. So overall, I think it's a great product. This is what I reach for every time now. Whenever I'm taking apart somebody's knife, it's the bearing smooth on it. It's comfortable, lightweight. I can get the torque I need. That's just some added flair on there, and it comes with my favorite Weeha drivers. So there you go. If you have a cool driver and you want to share it with me, let me know down in the comment section. Let me know what you use. All these, like I said, all these will do the trick. But whenever, for me, if I'm going to take apart somebody's $500 knife or $1,000 knife, I'm going to go with one of these two right here. And I'm definitely going to go with the Weeha bits. You could use pretty much any driver and just use the Weeha bits and you'd be okay. But for me, to have the extra speed and accuracy, because I like to be able to push down I like to be able to push down on the driver so I got pressure and make sure it's sitting straight up. That way, whenever I'm unscrewing it, I don't slip, because you don't want to mess up somebody's knife or your own. So there you go. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I'll try to leave a link to their Instagram page and their site where you can get these. All right, if you're not already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. A lot of people aren't subscribed to the channel. They just consume the content, which is okay, but if you enjoy my videos, why not? If you like this video in general, give it a big thumbs up so you know y'all enjoy this type of content. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.